Anyway, we're gonna be doing something different. We've never done this before on stream. For my gameplay, I've done it for others, but I haven't done it for me. Um, I just ate, so I'm just burping. Um, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over my matches, Loopy tournament. I ended up winning. I played like shit. It's in Canada too. Okay, well, I mean, Canada is America's top hat, or America is Canada's pants. However you like, wherever, whichever country you're from, that's how it works, right? Um, but I didn't play well in this tournament. I'm very disappointed in my performance. Um, I played like shit. I, even though I win, even though I won, win. Even though I won, there is much improvement that I can make. Specifically in the rounds that I lost, like I lost hard. It wasn't like just losing a round. It was like losing a round very early to stupid decisions. And I do wanna go over that type of stuff because, like I said, it's best to learn from your mistakes. When you win matches, you don't know what you're doing wrong. You could be doing everything wrong and still win, but you won, so your mental state is like, well, I won a match, so it actually doesn't matter. But let's get into this. So, first match, for the first match, I wanted to take it easy. So you'll notice that I don't actually drop in the same spot. I think the entire tournament I didn't drop in the same spot. There's two reasons for this. First reason is so people that are targeting me, I can see that they're targeting me because I'm dropping in different spots each time, so I can see when people are actually going after me. This is definitely something to think about when you go into a tournament event. Is that people want to go after you, especially if you're the perceived top player in the tournament. So you need to keep that in the back of your mind that you have a target on your back this entire event. This event we're locked in skins, so we can't actually hide our identity. So it makes it even harder to kind of like blend in or hide. So you have to think about that type of shit. So this particular match, I wanted to drop early. Specifically, I wanted to target one of the weaker players. I hate to say that, but since kills are points, going after the weaker links is always the better thing to do, rather than just going out outright to kill a player. So you'll see me drop immediately right after. I'm trying to target this player. I don't know who they are, but I see they grab a green AK, but I have a tier 3 armor, and I looked in the other huts real fast, and I didn't see anything. So just go over here to open up this rebel cache, and what do you know? It's a tier 3, so I can't actually go and approach him and fight him. So now I'm just going to be looking just for a weapon and try to guess where that guy is going after grabbing some better equipment than this crappy ass pistol. So I grab a magnum, and then it's like, okay, well, I'm going to go and take a look and see if I can actually find him. I figured he went up on the right side of the map, going down the houses. But the rebel cache is opened up. There's pistols and ammo contained in there. So I got no clue where that guy is. So I basically give up. I see the ammo taken here, so I'm like, all right, maybe he went up in this general area, but now I'm wasting time. I'm not collecting resources. So at this moment, I decided, well, okay, I wasted enough time trying to go and kill this player. I can't find them, so now I'm just going to go and start collecting resources because now I'm actually behind in time from other players. Even though I dropped early, it's best to be able to go and collect health juice and possibly better items. I don't really have a good loadout right now. It's just dart gun. As you actually you can see this. I actually have a whiteboard too, so you can see that this loadout right here is pretty ass. I got a magnum, but it, the dart gun's not really going to cut it. SMG is usually the strongest when it comes into tournaments, especially solo events, because it's just good all arounder. And most conflicts, you'll run into people with like low health, so the SMG will strip through their armor, and that's like that's why the SMG is just so strong. Magnum's just decent in general, so you'll notice that in this event, I really don't pick up bow. Bow is trash. Bow is absolutely trash. I legitimately use bow because I like to handicap myself. So the mole's down over here, so I'm actually going to Just I break that box looking for a grenade, but I'm at 4 bananas, so it's just whatever. And then I know that I'm actually in a good spot because the people that would have dropped farm, they would have went north to bamboo most likely, so they're not lingering around in this area. So the only other players that I think that might be actually be going to this mole are the people that dropped early, and just mathematical statistically, the good players don't drop early. There's only like Cyrano and Topo, I think, are the only players I've ever seen that drop early. Uh, and they weren't playing in this event. So this mole is free. This mole belongs to me. So if any players that will be going to this mole, they're going to be on the lesser end of the skill spectrum. So I should be able to just bully them off or just outright kill them here. So I also kind of try to maintain being in the hamster ball for this. I'm going to throw out a banana wall here just to prevent anyone's approach. Um, and I just grab a minigun, so I switch out the Magnum. So again, I'm just maintaining having that SMG. I'm going to do a little scouting down over here, see if anyone is approaching from the southern end, maybe came from swamps and move over, but not the case. This is actually a very strong play here, just going straight up down the middle in the swamp. You can actually catch people very easily in a hamster ball, so I'm in the ball, might as well use the advantage of being in one. And I basically use the ball like an overshield in Halo, so it it wastes people's resources in an engagement. You also see me that I'm going to constantly break other hamster balls throughout this tournament. It's just denial. Like, I don't want anyone using the advantage that I have. I want to be the only one that's using it, so I focus on that. I max resources. I don't have enough I don't have enough health juice right now. I'm sitting at 95, but I'm confident that I'll actually kill someone just to get um, health juice here. So now I'm dipping into bamboo. Actually, this is a crazy thing. You can't really see it because it says Loopy's tournament, but up here there was 18. Oh God, I can't even fucking draw. There. All right. Well, we'll try to make a fucking arrow, but we can't. There was 18 players in this lobby, and that was the first kill this match. So we're kind of like reaching like a little bit later on in the match, and the first blood was that. That's how like slow the first round was, which actually surprised me. I was like, oh, we're gonna have a clusterfuck at the end. So I'm kind of prepping myself for that, and I want to kind of like get center control to just be able to play it safe, because there's going to be a fucking rush of players coming from the outside circle in. So you want to be in the center area to be able to intercept them. Well, there we go. I got to get rid of that arrow. Hey, Nuka, how's it going, dude? So I dip back into farm to see if anyone's taking the. Like I said, I'm kind of patrolling the outskirts of the gas. Now the kills are starting to come in, so it's giving me mental verification that yes, people are basically running on gas's edge. Here's Sky. He just finished a battle, so I know that. I wanted to just poke at him. I didn't want to engage on him because my weapon loadout is not really for that type of engagement, because I'm on the road. Letting the minigun rip's actually giving a little bit too much information to him. I want to catch him in a little like mid-range and then let the minigun rip. So I hear battle happening right above me. So right here, I know this guy is going to be going down in this direction. So I'm gonna start shooting like this and then start aiming like this down to hit him. And this guy doesn't have anywhere to go. He can only go down. He doesn't have a snorkel, so the gas isn't really an option for him. And I'm purposely holding up this position here. So if he wants to fight me, I got a T2 to swap for, so I have T5 armor versus his tier 3, which I believe might actually have a pip off of it, so it might be 2-3. Alright, so let me let me push this back a little bit so you guys can see exactly what I do here. Is I shoot this fucking pole. Look at that. All that damage because my position was incorrect. I wanted to hold up the position next to the armor, however, I just fucking cock blocked myself right here. by positioning myself into the pillar. I needed to step up a little bit more to here, this position, as I can't even draw it, but this position right here would have been much easier because I'd be able to shoot down in like this and then reposition and then shoot down like this, because again, I know this guy is just going to be moving straight down. So my positioning here was fucking awful. And like watching the replay, I mean, I already watched this a couple of times and I was just like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, why was I in front of this pillar? I was so greedy. I wanted this fucking armor and be close to it that I just fucking outplayed myself by positioning incorrectly. So this guy actually just gets away. I do land a couple of hits, but that's, I don't get the kill. But now I'm just going to chase on in because I already have the pressure onto him. He's now armor. He's on white, so I'm going to push up. Hear the click of the shotgun, but I don't care. I got tier 3 armor. The 2-tab versus SMG and no armor. The SMG will always win, so just due to time to kill, I will always win that. Even if he lands a first shotgun shot, I won't die. I'll lose armor, but I won't die. So here, someone can be here after this death. Someone can be here after this death. Someone could be here after this death. So that's in back of my mind. I know that I have that this entire zone is relatively safe. People will be coming in from the gas from like this direction in and this direction in. So I doubt that Stealthy Tiger isn't in this tournament. Comic is though, so Comic might be in this zone or like. So you're gonna hear me mention Comic often because they play like Stealthy Tiger, where they like to hide a lot. The difference is Stealthy Tiger gets kills. Comic actually plays very passively. This is called the Stealthy Tiger right here. I do want to like coin the term Stealthy Tiger because he's just like me in terms of like he likes to hide in very good advantageous positions. So like in terms of like if you just want to get to the end of the match where I'm actually poking right here, this spot right here is actually the best spot. Plus you actually get to hear people from coming in. So like say if Stealthy Tiger was here, I just got this kill. And then people are coming in from these two directions. You can easily come out and come from this direction or from underneath and get to this direction. You can bank a grenade off this wall to hit me if, say, I took damage in that particular battle. Most players actually do the wrong thing by taping up on top of the loot stack. So use the gravestone through the fog of war to predict exactly where they are. Yes, so lots of lines there. But I just want to go into like a little bit of details there. Loopy with the re-up on the sub for 11 months, 10-month streak. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much for the re-up on the sub. But sorry, I don't have notifications on right now. I'm strictly just doing this. So yeah. Anyway, or hit play. I'm gonna back up to the left. So I anticipate people coming from the bottom. Even though I said that some people would be coming up here, I had a little bit more information in terms of like I came from this direction. I didn't hear anything. I do hear sniper fire coming from this general direction outside. So this is most likely sniper fire outside. So if it's attacking this person, if there's a person here, they're going to be moving in this direction. Or if the person is here, they're going to be moving in this direction. So I take the 50-50. I'm going to go up here to scout and see if anyone is up there. I believe I go up there and scout. I hear no one, so I just reload the gun and then back down. I switch over to the grenade because I expect someone to actually be in this spot. Throw the grenade. Lo and behold, someone is there. However, I'm a little bit slow on that. But I didn't actually make that read over here and moved up because I said I took the 50-50 because I'm guessing where they are after hearing the sniper fire. I'm taking the 50-50. If I was still in the same spot and threw the grenade here, which I think I fuck up this grenade. Let me see. No, I threw the grenade properly. So if this guy was out here and he got pushed down, he would have walked over here and then he would be in this exact spot if I didn't move up here. So it'd be crazy to think that just 2 seconds makes a whole lot of difference. But that grenade would have ended up killing him before I would have thrown it over the chair, and then he would have died right there where my crosshair is. So I threw a grenade. I banked it off the wall because I thought he was gonna press up. I noticed that this player is actually pretty laggy, so I need to actually be extra careful in this particular fight. Um, I noticed he was laggy because the Thomas gun actually did like half damage to me mid fight there. I took a fuck ton of damage there. You know, that's the risk you take in small area. I lucked out because no one actually came in, and as you see, that this particular spot right here is safe. So I'm just gonna move into that particular spot and heal up. I hear people on the outside, and now I'm just gonna heal up here, because well, it's a final bit of the match. There's 8 players remaining. So I'm going to tape up fully and then push in, but I'm going to push in right before the gas actually triggers. And the reason why I do this is so I don't take max gas damage. I'm going to hold up here real quick, switch to my minigun, and hold this position and heal up. So there's 6 players remaining. I see Phoenix right here. I expect multiple players to be in this position and a little bit further up here. I already kind of scouted this area. If someone was in this area, I was dead. However, no one was actually in this particular position. But let me like put the numbers. So these are the areas that I expect people to come from. 1 is the strongest one. 2 would 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 and 2 is where I was expecting people to be, and if they're in these positions, I was fucked. 3 and 4 are positions that I can actually be able to deal with because I can move around this cover and use it to actually engage on them. However, at 1 and 2, I don't have really good cover. I'd be pushing into the middle of the circle, which I'd be kind of a focal point, especially with the minigun. I rev the minigun up. Phoenix backed off, so that's giving me information that Phoenix doesn't have a lot of health, so I know that I can push him. He throws a grenade. That grenade forces me to actually push towards him, so good play on him. So we see right here, here's Comic, here's Phoenix, and here's me. So my path right now is to just basically bully Phoenix here. Okay. We have 1 second before the last actual gas thing moves in. So my priority is these grenades. However, I did not notice I fucking picked up bananas. I didn't notice I picked up bananas, and this is where I actually ended up botching this match. So I wanted grenades. There's 4 players left. I didn't notice I picked up bananas, so you're actually going to see me kind of panic here because I throw a banana and then I'm like, what the fuck? These aren't grenades. So the idea was to use the campfire for a win condition, throw grenades in the center, and win the match. Let's see how this turns out. So you see me end up throwing a double grenade there. That's because my brain was caught in a loop. And this is why I say that the most important thing is to reach the flow state whenever you're playing video games, if you want to be a competitive player. Your brain gets hung up on an action, and that banana fucked up my entire brain, I guess, rhythm. I don't know the actual terminology for it, but like, I wanted to throw 2 grenades. That's what my brain told me I wanted to do there. I wanted to throw 2 grenades right there. But since I threw the banana, my brain was like, no, you got to throw 2 grenades because in order to kill the person that would be in the center, you need to throw 2 grenades. So I was stuck within that type of loop, and I threw a banana, then threw 2 grenades. However, if I just threw the banana, then 1 grenade, I'd be safe to actually heal up on the campfire and win. However, I didn't do that, and Comic ended up winning that match. All right, so round number 2. I know Comic ended up winning that round. I didn't really see them on the kill feed, so I didn't expect them to actually, like, they didn't get a lot of score. I got 3 kills, I think, last game. So I know that. You see me drop again early. Let me actually back this up a little bit. Did I actually? Yeah, so I saw... Hold on. Okay. Again, you're going to see me targeting newer players here. So I've never seen this player actually play in a tournament before. I love their outfit. I love anyone playing on cat skins, so I always love kitty cats, but when it comes to tournaments, I don't care. I'm gonna be using whatever try hard loadout I have access to. Um, so I'm going to be using that. Anyway, grab the clam real quick. Clams are actually very good. I don't see a lot of people actually grab them. I'm actually going to go down looking for this cat. So I'm going to go over to Shit Island. I think that's what we called this because this place is just always trash loot. I noticed that the clam is opened up down here. So I do know that the cat is here. I just don't know exactly how far I am behind them. So I'm kind of just going through the area as quickly as possible. See the snorkel, I'll grab that, and I'm just moving through the area. This match actually had all the players in it, so it was 22 players in the event. So someone died already. Nothing really to explain here is I'm just grabbing loot, just going through the loot phase real quick. I go shotgun hunting rifle. This is not really a loadout I want. I skipped that rebel cache because I just don't want. I was specifically looking for tier 2 armor, so and I know that I'll end up running into more items. I switched to shotgun, AK. I end up grabbing an M16. Lucky me. And again, the mall is in my general area. This mall belongs to me. uh Again, I will reference that at least for this at this moment I know that none of the top tier players in this event drop early, so I don't have to worry about the contest for mole belongs to me. People need to fear me on the mole. It's not the other way around where I need to worry about other people. Or it's like if I play like normal games against like Dynaze, uh when I go to the mall, I anticipate that we pretty much meet at the mall the exact same time because we prioritize the mall that highly. Or Gloomy, there's a couple of players that legitimately, like, they stop everything they're doing and then go for the mole because that was our mindset 2.5 years ago. Now that I have rebel caches and shit, sometimes you can just skip the mole if you have like a decent loadout. But since it's a tournament, I want the power weapons. Also want to kill the people that'll be going to it. So if I have a superior loadout, I'm going to be specifically going after them. So I know that the cat probably is in this area, so I'm going to be expecting an engagement with them. You notice that I didn't take the hunting rifle there. I actually go with M16 shotgun. I do this because I don't really have faith in the hunting rifle in a tournament scenario, which that's going to bite me in the ass later. So it's a troll chest. Okay, let me explain something. I suck with shotguns. That guy should have been dead if I could actually use a shotgun, because I was right up in his face with the shotgun and I should have two-tapped him there. I don't have faith in my own personal skills when it comes to close range shotgun. I feel like it's too risky to actually do that in a tournament scenario because, again, your opponent could have a shotgun. This guy's just using AK against me, so I have an armor swap that I can rotate towards and use that, and they have an M16, so pretty much win this long range. So that's how I'm going to take this fight. I see another player show up underneath me, so I'm going to throw a grenade. Two of them. So I throw a grenade here, and I throw a grenade here. However, this player decides to go like this into me with a silenced pistol, so it actually throws me off a little bit. Usually when someone shoots an M16 at you, you back up, but this guy just doesn't give a fuck. So by not giving a fuck, you see how much damage he took? He took 89, and he ended up losing his armor. So now this guy dies to a sparrow shot, even if he has armor right now. I recognize the damage that I did to this guy. Now I'm going to apply pressure on him. So basically, I'm going to hunt this guy until he's dead, because I know that he has 20 health. He has less than 20 health. So Sparrow kills him. But we run into a problem. I'm out of ammo. I only have this Sparrow launcher left and one shot left. I ended up landing that shot. I had one more shot left in the Sparrow launcher, and that was it. I throw bananas on the corpse because he's got a silenced pistol. Sometimes people end up going over the loot and shit, so I just want to stop that. Let me see here. Okay, you guys can see my mouse. So here I'm just going through and just destroying stuff, throwing a grenade so I destroy more things. I do want to say I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this. This is wasting time. Look at my shit. I have everything. I don't need to do this. I'm just doing this just to do it. This is me stuck in the battle BR mode or regular solos, duos, whatever. Sometimes I just get stuck in a loop. That's another problem with my gameplay. Sometimes I do this shit and I'm like, why am I doing this? I don't need any resources. I'm at max. There's no fucking reason to do this. Maybe sparrows, but like I probably want to ditch this gun because it's not that great. Yeah, so I do want to criticize myself there. What the hell are you doing, Fate? Why are you going and collecting resources you don't need? Anyway, I'm gonna make my way up from the mole, back up, trying also by making this path towards the farm. I get access to hamster balls, so I'm gonna end up hopping into one here. Again, I use these as basically additional shields. So, okay, here. So mole spawns right up. I expect someone to be here. Out of all the places, I just came up from the bottom here. Look to the right. I don't expect anyone to be on this side of the actual map right now because where the gas circle's moving in. I already scouted up from here, so I know that people aren't coming from this direction. I already went there, so the main spot that people will be coming from are here. So I'll put that as a 1, and there's probably people over here as a 2, and possibly down over here as a 3, as I can't even draw 3, as a 3. But I already scouted out the bottom area. This is where I anticipate someone to be. Alright, so you see that I actually break these boxes right here and here. And the reason why is I got a hamster ball, so I'm actually planning, because the mole is right here, I plan on rolling back up and down, going like that, specifically to just basically kill someone, get a cheap kill, because the mole is here, so people would be walking out and walking down. For some reason, a lot of players like to use this particular path right here, and the Clog legitimately placed boxes here to prevent hamster balls from like doing that type of shit. So you actually have to like pre-set up to do that hamster ball. So I know that. I just go back down, and I kind of wait a little bit, just waiting for the mole to do his thing. I pop the map to see. Very surprising though, no one's here. I was baffled because I like went by the mole. I didn't hear anyone in here. You would hear them in there if they were there, unless they were legitimately, again, stealthy tiger with ninja boots. They're just chilling right in the inside there, and they're not really doing anything. So I'm just like, all right, well, I'll bounce back and forth. Don't see anyone again, and we just keep doing this. Just because, again, I'm just trying to get a cheeky kill. There's Aether right there, but he's got a silenced pistol. So now I know Aether's here. So I think that he's gonna push out over here. I didn't recognize that he had a vial. If I recognized he had a vial, I wouldn't have wasted this many resources. Because with the vial, the first grenade, well, basically, the first grenade that I throw here, I'm sorry, I will use an X. The first grenade that I throw here, it's gonna basically inform him that I'm going to place a bunch of grenades in this general area. So his option is to back the fuck up and then rotate around, not to step up. But if the player did not have a vial, they pretty much are forced to go into this because they're going to take a lot of gas damage. So I waste all grenades there. Kind of disappointed in myself for that because I didn't recognize the snorkel. And then I have a Thomas gun to the right of me. I'm going to go in real quick. Okay, so I do this specifically because I'm looking for grenades. I don't see any grenades, but I see skunk grenades. I'm actually going to make a long rotation in here. I have a vial as well, so I'm make a long rotation in to get around. The Thomas player knows that this player knows that I dipped into the house or the mansion, so they might be camping the exit. So making this long rotation around is much safer than a player that would anticipate me being leaving the area. So it's basically just a long rotation, and I just try to get around that player that had the Thomas gun because I don't want to fight Thomases specifically because I don't have the new power up. So Thomas actually really fucks you. If you have the new power up, Thomas is much weaker just due to the fact that you get an armor swap. So second to last circle, I hop back into my hamster ball. Person wasn't there camping, and I'm just scouting. This is Yokai, so I know that he has a Thomas gun. I expect someone possibly to be coming from this direction. I don't have this area scouted, so someone could actually be here, and someone could be up here. So my plan is to attack him and then kind of push him up because I want him to go into potential players up here. And the gas is moving in this direction, so he's kind of forced to do that. He can make an aggressive play to push in to go around like that if he wants to, but it's Yokai Yoki. I can't fucking say his name. It's Yoki. So I don't actually expect him to make that type of aggressive play. They're more defensive players, so they don't make those ballsy plays. Okay. I'm throwing grenades out, and this is just basically to give myself time to actually tape up because I took some damage. This is a potential threat. Someone could be here. I haven't had visual confirmation of this particular area. So that's a danger zone. Oh, what do you know? Comics there. All right, so I push Comic away. Again, Comic won't actually go after kills. They'll play very defensively and passively. So I just pushed him away. The tag on the Sparrow is enough to push them away. They took health damage, so they're probably like, oh crap, second to last circle. I need to heal up. So I tape up, reload everything, go into tape again. Here's some shots right above me. Heal up. I hear Comic again. So Comic is most likely in this spot right here. Like these spots. Because I heard the reload of the shotgun. So I kind of pop around. Comic now forces to go up. So there's a silenced pistol happening right up over here, which is Aether getting that kill. They have to reload the silenced pistol, so I'm going to actually try to push on them. At least that's my thought. After pushing Comic away, there's a shot right there. Alright, now we have this guy right here. He's just spamming the Jag 7, so I'm like, okay, well, you're shooting. Your first shot was here. You're going to shoot here. You're going to shoot here. I'm going to run down and just turret with the M16 and shoot up like that. Well, we're going to slow the game down so you guys can see what happens here. We'll turn the sound off so you don't hear it. First shot goes through my body. No armor damage. Second shot hits right here. Hits me. So the first shot was supposed to connect. This shot just clips me. I lose all my armor even though only one pellet hit. Last shot right here. And I'm saying last shot because I died from this. All the bullets are right here. I'm here. Game kills me. So, after this moment, I actually got super tilted. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't actually want to fucking play in this tournament anymore because of this exact fucking play. Because high ping mode is supposed to prevent this type of shit from happening. I ended up asking the player, what is your ping? And they say between 110 and 300. And it literally broke me. I was like, fuck. I was in such good fucking position there, and that happened. You can also see that I did a lot of damage to him, so you can see how this actually plays out. I ended up just boom, I blow up. Anyway, go back to normal speed. He's super low. Aether has a dart gun. I was super healthy going into this final circle. The guy ends up dying to gas. Aether thinks that they ended up losing, but I did enough damage to Comic, and Comic was on the outside there at the end. So Aether ends up taking that one. So yeah, here's the thing about me. I get tilted on shit like that because it's like out of my control, right? I can't really do anything about that. That's a game engine fucking me over. Um, and those are the things that always bother me because in a professional setting, that's the last thing that you want to actually worry about is that will the game engine fuck me? However, I continue to play, but I get tilted again. All right, here we go. Um, Loopy saying that Loopy saying that I activated high ping mode. Okay, so the thing is that Clog for whatever reason decided to make it you have to spike 3 times in order to activate high ping mode. So if the guy just like it's basically you can throttle. I actually questioned Clog about why he put something like this in the game. Because I was like, well, you can throttle and like you can hit that mark twice, but don't hit it the third time, and then it's just bullshit. But we're gonna say that the first shot went through my body, so I should have lost my armor there. If I lost my armor there, I would have rolled. I wouldn't have just stand there and turreted. But since everything is happening so quickly there, I didn't notice the shot go through my body. However, the kill shot I did recognize because the bullets didn't hit me, or one. I took full damage and only half the bullets hit me or something like that. And if you actually watch it too, the health bar of my character goes from half, and then the game's like, no, you took all damage, and then it goes, and then I die. Like you can see the game like deciding, oh, is he dead? I guess he is. Anyway, moving on to this match. This time I actually don't drop early. I see a bunch of decent players drop early, so I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go swamp. I see a T2. It's good enough for me. I just want to use a T2 and go. So I pick that up, grab a grenade, and go. Grab a magnum. I know a lot of players are to the south right now, but I also know that people dropped at Eagle Landing. So I want to grab and intercept possibly players at Eagle Landing. So I'm going to be just moving over there after grabbing 2 blues. So I got an AK and a magnum. I'm happy with that. I got T2. I don't really care about how much tape I have right now because I'm expecting to get tape from people I kill. So now I'm just going to be pushing and seeing if I can get anyone that might be engaging in battles here. So there's Yoki. We kind of poke at each other right here. Yeah, there's a nice shot right there. I'm kind of like weaving between the trees here. And then I see a player right above me. That's not Aether, but that is someone in Aether-like skin. They're shooting SMG at me. My magnum's down to 1. I know this, so I'm just trying to push. Land that shot. Okay, so Little Rick. Let me run it back real quick. So, land this shot. This player only has, in his mind, this is the direction for him to go. And I'm anticipating that, so I'm going to move to here and shoot the AK because I can just shoot right across here. However, this player could have deked down or move here, hold up position, make me guess since I'm going here. I'll be like, okay, well, he didn't go up in this direction. He went down. And if the player plays this right, I look up, don't see him, move down. I look up, don't see him, move down. He's right here in this spot. And he gets away. But instead, he just has this linear movement of, oh shit, I'm about to die. I'm just going to go across the bridge and then go this way. So I punish him for that type of linear thought process. So I just gun him down because, I mean, how the fuck do you dodge the AK after it got buffed in this small-ass area? It's just impossible. Alright, so get that kill. I know Yoki's bottom, like, to my bottom left right now, so... They only had tier 1. I figured that they're probably like me. They would rather fight with tier 2 or higher. See that I focus on destroying hamster balls again. That's like, just get rid of them. Again, if I'm not going to use them, kill them. Definitely something that I will, whenever I do coaching with students and stuff, like people first lessons, that's like one of the first things. I was like, if you don't use it, kill it. Like if you don't use an emu, kill it. If you don't use a ball, kill it. Like don't allow your opponents those resources. All right, so you'll see how I actually go up. So I do notice players like to run up and down this road. That's fucking dumb. Don't do that. You want to actually be on like this side or this side of the road because you use the trees as cover. Because if you get caught out in the middle, especially in a tournament, you're gonna just die instantly. So I actually don't particularly like where I am right now due to the fact of it's relatively out in the open. So you need to keep that in mind. The circle is pushing players down from the bottom up over here. So I am anticipating people coming from this and this direction. So I'm kind of just generally setting up to kind of intercept them. But I'm also still trying to collect resources because I got 3 tape and only 2 grenades. I see Aether right here. However, I see Aether, no armor. So, I'm like, oh, okay, well, I can kill him. No problem. This should be easy because he has no armor. I have better movement than him. So I'm going to end up just chasing him. Hamster Ball, I don't care about this guy. You have T2. You have nothing. You healed. I see this right here. I see that. That's also bad. I saw him heal on a coconut. If you're at full health and you eat a coconut, the little plus sign doesn't show up. So this actually tells me that he actually might be 1 magnum shot from death. He might be so low that I can just land 1 magnum shot and I kill him. So he's shooting Dark Gun back at me, so I'm gonna try to like make my movement in a way so I don't run into a straight line shot. Alright. So I know he's a little bit ahead of me, and I know he's gonna end up going this out the door, so I'm gonna try to line myself. Hold on. I'm gonna try to line myself up in this spot to shoot up. However, I did it a little bit early. I ended up shooting the damn speakers. I need to be in this spot to shoot up, so I ended up slowing my movement by shooting the damn gun. So this was a little bit slowed, so he's actually able to get away there. But the way that he's fighting, I know that he's still very low in health, so I'm still going to end up pushing towards him. I hear a click of the shotgun, so I'm anticipating him to be here. However, you see this? This is a pre-fire. I do this in case he decided to pop around the corner. I'm moving the grass right here, so if he has a shotgun and he pops around the corner and shoots me, he might overshoot the around the corner. So this shot would kill him. Or this shot right here would kill him. So again, I know he's here because I heard the click of the shotgun. So I'm going to end up immediately focusing on that right there. And you see the flick shot right there because I knew he was right there. C-53, that didn't kill him, but I know he's super dead. He has an option to run here, option to run this way. So that's what I'm thinking of his escape plan right now. I end up losing the armor, but I don't care. He's at 50 or below, 47 or below, so I don't know the exact health. So I'm now just going to apply pressure. Missed a shot, thinking that he would run down. Didn't, but now I have the AK. AK is a laser. Just shoot that direction. Should be able to secure the kill. Wow, balanced gun. Anyway. Run into this guy. T3 armor. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't have any armor. He's shooting long-range pistol at me. So I'm like, it's not threatening. So I throw a magnum shot, land the shot right there, knock his armor down. Another player right here. So it's a 1v1v1. I know this guy's weak. And this guy just approached with an SMG. Throwing shots out. So my idea is to throw a grenade here and a here. So if this guy pushes up, he runs into the grenade. If this guy, well, he was here. He was like, in just general areas, so he would like run down and up around. He would wrap around, so if his movement is stalled, if he ends up hitting the bamboo, he ends up running into this grenade. So I didn't do that. I said what I was gonna do, but I didn't do that. I end up throwing I'm sorry. I threw this grenade first. This is the grenade I threw first. Sorry. So I threw it here. This goes over here. I throw it specifically on the loot pile. It should have been here. So this is my fuck up. The grenade should have been here. Oh, that's nice to know. Okay. Well, here. Grenade. So, I heard this grenade impact, by the way. This guy's over here. I did not see this. And this guy's throwing no armor. And I can't even react to that. That was perfect. And I'm dead. So, what did I do wrong there? Fought in bamboo, and I didn't know how these people fight. I've never fought this person before. I fought him a little bit earlier, and they specifically they ran away from me. They didn't really fight me. They just ran. I hit them a couple of times. They ran. They also ran into my grenades. So I'm putting them on the lower experience spectrum. So they're very unpredictable. So they're very difficult to actually deal with. I do much better with higher end players because they're more mechanical. They actually have kind of a thought process on it. I always view newer players as very random. Random isn't bad. Random can do exactly what this guy did. However, that grenade was amazing. I'm not taking anything away from him. That fucked me up. That was an amazing play. I got bodied by that grenade. And apparently it also wants to tell me there is no toucans in this game. But anyway, yeah, it was a nice grenade by Epic Martin. I'm not going to complain. We ended up seeing him play for a little bit longer. And he had claw boots and only a regular pistol. So he's very new. But the right idea was behind that grenade toss, and it fucked me up. Alright, so this is game number 4. I died to a grenade. I got killed by a lag shot, so it's like, alright, well, gotcha. Like, I was just like saying to myself, alright, we should have won a round already. Because I usually say that if I don't win in the first four rounds, I'm not going to win the event. I feel like I lose too many points in that specific round. That particular round, I got 2 kills, so it's only 3 points, but I still died early, so placement points were kind of a wash. I ended up dropping at pyramid this time. I just do that just for a change of pace because I just want to like fight people that I know will react the same in ways that I know how they actually fight. So I dip into Emu Ranch because I know Crazy K has been dropping here all tournament, so I'm looking to get an engagement. I see Zine right here, so I'll let the bow rip right here. I'm going to throw out some shots, and I just basically bow him down. That's just bow bullying. I see this guy right here, but Crazy K ends up taking my kill. It was kind of like a team kill right there, because both our shots run at him at the same time. Crazy K's movement's really good right here. He goes in and out. He goes like back and forth. So making it very difficult for a slow projectile weapon to hit. So I was like, well, this fight isn't really going to go anywhere. So he left. I just move around to see where he's going. He ends up going there. So someone shoots from this direction and just lets them go. That's, I guess, fine. That person's out. And now I get into engagement with Yoki. We're shooting back and forth. Hunting rifle. I know that he's sitting at 1 weapon, but he's using the overpowered AK, so I need to be careful with this. I'm poking around this particular haystack. I do have cover here, but he has option for this rebel cache. I don't know what he's going to get out of it. I think he's going to focus and like kind of poke me away, and then grab the rebel cache is what I was thinking. So I'm like kind of shooting around that. I switch to my AK. I miss completely. I lose my armor. Now I just back up. Throw. And what I do right here, throw bananas. There's a T2. So I'm wasting time here. I place a banana wall here, but I'm wasting time. I went up and swapped the armor. I had T1. I swapped for the T2, but if Yoki's still out here, he's going to be moving. He'll see the banana wall. He'll be moving this way, but he'll see the banana wall, so he'll know that I only have this way to move. There was a forker. This is my play error. I was so obsessed with this fucking item that I could have just grabbed the forker and then just walked out. But instead, I just have... Now this is on me for having linear movement. So now Yoki pre-fire is here. So I know he's there, but I'm already kind of pre-rolling and already within this movement here. This is another problem where I should have went like this. I went like this. So like this was wrong. This was right. Because these boxes would absorb me and I'd be further away from the AK that he's shooting. So I break the boxes. Now he's this close to me. I have basically, this is the only path I can make to get out of it. AK is really dumb at this range, so basically I'm going to take all these fucking hits. It's impossible to dodge at this range. I used to be able to kind of juke it from this range. So this is my movement. I don't have weapons to actually fight him. It's T2 versus T2, so it's even, but I have a gray AK, so that's not happening, and I know he has a hunting rifle. So there you go. I take 3 shots right away because the buffed up bullet speed. Here's my error. He's moving down. I'm moving down. The proper play here is to go down, go up, go down, and out. The reason why is go down, he moves down, shoots a hunting rifle. That allows me to, after I juke up, because he's just going to anticipate pre-fire shooting in this general direction. So he shoots, I juke it, use this wall as defensive cover, and then go back and leave. Because the only way for him to kill me at this current moment would be a hunting rifle shot. Instead, as you see, there's a pre-fire shot. And I have a grenade equipped because I'm already thinking of leaving out and just dropping the grenade and then leaving. However, this shot, really good. Fucking die to it. Again, like I said, if I did run in, run out, run in, and then up and around, that was a proper movement. Instead, I actually brain farted there and just did the dumb thing. And I was like, you can't land this shot. I'm guessing is what my brain thought, but Yoki's always been a good aim. So I fucking die like that. That actually tilted me too because it felt like I was being targeted there because Crazy K kind of like ran by him and then they just focused me there. But I was kind of just in a rock and a hard place going inside there. Captain Wingman, what is my fate? Oh, mighty banana, it is flourish within this land, or perhaps this is but a milestone of a greater goal. I can inspire the animals around me, inspire the greatness within others, all by being myself and sharing my journey. Perhaps my destiny is not in the shells at the beach or hidden in the chaos around me, but is within myself. Nice. I like that. Thank you for sharing that, Wigman. All right, so round number 5. You're gonna see me do something. I was pissed. First off, again, I like I said, if I don't win the first 4 rounds, I feel like I can't win the event anymore. So I'm playing pissed off now, and actually, pissed off me is much better than regular me because A, I'm more focused, and B, I don't fucking care. So I'm gonna be doing a lot more aggressive and reckless plays. This particular round, however, I want revenge after that last kill. So I'm looking to get Yoki. I'm looking to kill him. So I'm waiting for him to drop so I can see where he goes, and then I'm going to actually drop nearby. So I see that he dropped at Bamboo. I see a tier 3, so I'm going to grab this tier 3 outside and then start making my way towards Bamboo. Again, I prioritize armor because you can always find weapons, especially in tournaments. Like, you don't have bots picking shit up, so it's much easier. So I know Yoki's over in this general area, so if I run into them, I'm going to hard engage them. Like, I will not let them out until I kill them. So, petty as it may seem, I need this to function, so to speak. My brain is just hung up on the fact that this guy targeted me, which it didn't because it made sense because I put myself in a corner. But for some reason, my brain is always just paranoid and thinking, "Oh, this motherfucker's targeting me." So I'm just going to general areas where I think they may be. I check farm to see if they're here. I notice that door is open. It's not. I mean, it is open. So I'm thinking that they're kind of in this general area right here. And look, lo and behold, I found them. Here's the engagement. And now, let me speak about this engagement here. Uh, First off, there's a third party here. I noticed that their loadout is relatively weak. They have a dart gun. Dart gun's kind of shit. I have this armor to swap towards, and I have tier 3 versus the tier 2 that they have. So I'm okay with this engagement, so I'm going to end up taking it. So make the path over here, and I'm looking to intercept them there. If they had a grenade, I could have actually died right here if they threw it through the cover. But I don't care. Again, playing reckless. The reload right behind the corner right here. I heard the click, so I immediately just start pre-firing my deagle as soon as I pop around the corner. Miss all my shots. There's a shot right there. So now they're lost armor. I know there's a tier 1 to the north, so I know that he's going to be making his pathway up there. Beautiful grenade that he made right there, trying to prevent me from making the approach. I have to reload the AK because I know it's relatively low. I know he's going to be focusing up, moving towards this armor, so I'm going to be making that my particular zone control. So I'm going to make sure that the AK fire is going to be particularly over that exact spot. I noticed that he didn't go for that. He went up further north. So I know that he's still within this pathway. He's not shooting at me anymore, so I know he's relatively low. So I push up more. He ended up deking into this house, ended up picking up a tier 1 armor. I recognize that and wanted to continuously push. He makes a path around here, so he goes like this way. So he has two options, to go there or to go there. So I'm just going to end up tracing the path. I end up noticing that he didn't go up here. So I quickly go around the corner, see that he's not here, and double back. So I knew that he went this way. So that's, again, just recognizing player's movement. And then he has a grenade out, but I have an AK. And again, there's a checkmate right there. And I needed this. So this is where I think the tournament for me personally started to actually start going into my favor. I needed this kill, so thank you for enabling me, Yoki. Guy in a hamster ball, and I see Phoenix over here. Phoenix is actually a decent shot, so I actually don't want to get into this battle. I don't have any armor. They're using a magnum, so I die in 2 hits, so I'm just going to disengage and run to the left. Breaking a little bit of grass right there, just looking for a little bit additional resources. See this player over here? They're in a hamster ball, so I'm actually going to start making an approach with the bow. Good dodging right there. Guy in a hamster ball right there. So, gonna use some bow against them. They got a silenced pistol, so this is actually relatively rough. But I know that their silenced pistols out of ammo now, so I can make an approach. So I'm making that approach, throwing out the bow shots. Have to reload the deagle, throwing more shots. There's more shots. Miss everything. So I'm like, wow, I suck. After that kill that I made, I'm like, wow, I suck. So I jump back in here, pick up the T2 armor. Lucked out that there was T2 there. And I don't mind riding the gas. I end up switching out my weapon for a pistol because, again, bows suck. I don't want to use bows. So I quickly swap over the bow for the pistol. Even though it's one pistol, I'd prefer to use that. Now I'm just going to be in the gas, kind of riding out the circle, picking up health juices on my way out. Switch for the pistol for a shotgun because, again, I'm not really good with close range weapons, but I'd rather have one that I don't really have to aim as much. See the moles over there on the right side, so I'm going to be making my way over in that general direction. I'm just going to be going through the grass areas due to the fact that they have mushrooms, so I can actually save on resources so I don't actually have to do that. Oh, look at this, silenced pistol. So I'm very happy to actually run into that. I'm like, oh, okay. This is a good weapon. It's much better than the shotgun I have. All right, so let me talk about what's going on here. I saw no one on the southern end of the map. So I don't think anyone's in these spots. I'm thinking everyone is to the north and to the west of this circle. So I'm going to be anticipating people coming through this passageway. Possibly someone making a long rotation, but if they make a long rotation, they're going to be making it through the gas and massive amounts of damage. Maybe one person is over here, but I didn't see them. The mole is to the north, so I actually have that in back of my mind. So I want to hold this position for a little bit, see if I can actually get a kill or two, then make my way up. And the reason why I want to hold this position is right here, tier 2 armor. So I have potentially tier 4 armor. I can take damage, rotate back, pick it up, and then engage onto the opponent. So I look down, anticipating someone coming from the gas to the south. I hear fire to the left of me. So it's like, okay, well, they're going to be coming from here because this gas is not making that passage possible. So I'm going to look down this line and kind of hold this area. You see that little shot right there. And here's a big thing. Gravestones to Fog of War. I know exactly where the person is right now. I know that they're right here, probably on top of the body, and they're going to be making their way right here. So I just unload the silenced pistol, run out of ammo, don't hit all my shots, just chase, land that kill, sniper right here on top of the mole, and I got an armor to swap for, so I do not mind going into this engagement just head on. And no, I don't even have the silenced pistol right now, it's out of ammo. Oh, nice, I did it again. Alright, so I want to clear off this. So I land 2 really quick shots on this guy and to kill him. Yeah, did not expect that. They didn't have any armor, so they just ended up dying to 2 Deeg shots right there. And grab the sniper rifle. They had a sniper, but they weren't using it. There were sniper shots, and then it just stopped. So now my loadout's Deagle sniper. I'm very satisfied with this position right here. These 2 areas are kind of out in the open. I don't want to be in these areas, but I want to be close to the south on the bottom of the circle because you see, like, this particular area is relatively safe. This is out in the open. This is out in the open. I'm sorry, this and this are out in the open. This is a decent spot right up here. And then, like, down here is a decent spot. So, like, right here is, alright, here's a good spot. And then, like, further up north is a good spot. So those are the 2 good spots, but those are the strongest spots. I'll go for average spot. So like here's where I like, and then I'll cover this area too. So like here, I have armor that I can swap for, this 3 right here, and I can hold this position. If someone comes from underneath here, I can quickly engage on them. If someone's over here on this particular spot, I can quickly go around and engage on them, and I have the cover. I have things that I can dodge behind, so it's relatively comfortable position. So I look down, see if anyone's coming from that position. You see that I'm going for the armor swap, keeping this armor so I can replace into it. Throw a grenade because I think that was Sky. Hold on. I thought Sky was rolling down on the road and then going around and then going up. I thought that was it, but Sky just went down and went back and then started reloading in the middle of the road. I don't know why Sky was here, by the way. That was like a very risky spot, but he was okay with, you know, doing what he needed to do in the middle of the road because he had the hamster ball, and I'm guessing that he already scouted a top right corner of this circle. I see Crazy K leaving the gas, so I'm expecting him to be relatively weak, so I'm just going to take this engagement. Throw shots right here because I'm expecting him to path down, possibly to heal up. If he didn't see me, these would actually hit. They actually deke back. No, I'm sorry. Never mind. Holy shit. No, they tried to actually tape up right here. So that shot actually ended up hitting. So here's a fight. He heals. I hear the munch, and I see the little plus right there. So I'm actually going to try to engage on him. I know he's low, so I know a sniper hit will kill him. So I end up throwing a sniper shot, miss. Dodging again. He's running down. I'm actually worried for a sec because he's running down and there's a 2 stacked right here. I don't really want him to go in that general direction. But I'm guessing he's so low that he actually doesn't make that rotation. So he just like eats and then goes back up. So I switch over to the Deagle. And great movement by Crazy right there. Able to dodge a bunch of my shots, but I was able to finally gun him down. Do want to let you guys know, one shot left in that deal. Grenade goes out. This is Sky. 3 players remaining. Again, I don't I don't know who else is left in the circle. I just know I saw Sky. So this grenade does massive amounts of damage to me. Boom, blows it up. Sky ends up throwing shots down over here, expecting me to run in this direction. So this grenade was to push me into his AK fire, but the grenade actually chunked me. My only direction was to go back. If I didn't take this much gas damage, I would have went around and back into this position to secure that T2 armor that was here. I don't get that. I have this armor on Crazy, and that's all I got to work with. I only have 1 shot left in the Deagle. I see Sky right here. And now, this engagement was really rough on me because I'm sitting at no health and T2 armor. That's all I got. And I have 4 shots. I have 1 Deagle shot and 3 sniper shots. So I have to land everything. Because I have to break his armor and then kill him with the rest of the shots. I missed my shot. Switch over the Deagle. Miss my Deagle shot. Jag goes out. Barely avoid that. So my movement is basically use this tree the best I can as cover as he's trying to actually shoot me. And this shot right here, I land as he's pressing up. He's slowed down by the AK movement, so I end up landing that shot right there. However, I can't kill him. I can't kill him. I don't have ammo. I don't have any ammo. I only have 1 sniper shot right here. So the best thing that I can do is just weaken him and just be like, well, I'll do the Hail Mary thing of like, maybe you didn't fully heal. So the second shot goes off. Sky's just doing basic strafing right here. So he just moves up, down, up. I'm sorry, like up, down, up, down, up, down. So you just kind of aim for the middle and I will land that shot. And you also see that I'm purposely trying to wait 2 seconds to make sure that that recoil. And you see Sky's constantly focusing on this little area right here because he expects me to go around like that. But I'm just holding up this position and just peeking, shooting. Like, that's like kind of the thing. I never went into this space. And the reason why I didn't go into this space is because Sky's vision is just focused on this area. He wants me to go here because it's an easy kill. The AK will get that. However, this particular area, it's easier for me. He needed to be up here. This is where Sky needed to be. He needed to be here. Because if he was here, he can shoot here, and I'm fucked. But instead, he's here. So his line is this and like this short line. So second shot lands, but it doesn't kill. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I have no ammo. So yes, I guess go into dodge mode. So here comes Comic down. Comic's focusing me, but Sky's right there. Sky and both of I. This was Comic's match right here. This is Comic to win right here with the double kill because we have weakened each other so much. Comic shoots at me, and my focus is to go like this path and use these trees right here as cover to get the fuck away. Sky is ultra low, but sees Comic, so Sky's gonna actually focus on Comic because Comic is closer. He actually might have to reload his AK here, so this might actually be why Sky didn't get this kill onto Comic. He has a Jag. Yeah, he swapped over to his Jag actually, so his AK might be empty. There's a Jag 7 shot, but it was directed at me, not Comic. Comic heard that Jag 7 shot, so they ended up bouncing back up over here. And yeah, this is just me dodging the best I can. There was a nice pre-fire there, but I ended up stopping my movement. I was hiding behind the ball right here to absorb some shots. I'm like, I need to fucking reload. I need to do this. So first thing I do, reload my sniper. Second thing I do, notice there's 1 second left before the gas is coming in. So I'm like, yo, I'm so fucked right here. I don't have a vial, so I don't have a vial because the gas is just gonna kill me. So I'm just like, all right, well, I guess I drink. So I drink, see that Comic got the kill on Sky, and then I'm anticipating where Comic would be. I thought that they would be in the middle. Saw that this actually happened here, the death right there. And here we go, final moments. Shot lands, Comic makes linear movement, has a Jag, ended up looting the Jag off of off of Sky. So if Sky didn't reload the Jag and used it, the Jag has 3 shots left. And if I recall, Comic was using a pistol, so I'm guessing that they maintained using a pistol. So this I want to kind of just be as far away as possible because they have 2 close range weapons. So again, I'm going to be using these trees as cover, and I'm actually going to be using this zone to stay as far away as possible from Comic because Comic's using a Jag, so the Jag spread is like that, so it's very difficult to dodge. So first shot goes up over here. Comic dodges up in this general direction. So this gives me space over here to actually be able to be safe away from the shots. Comic steps up into the middle, gaining mid control, and I have the outside. But again, I'm far enough away from the Jag so it won't kill me. It just does tickle damage right there, thankfully. Land the shot, Fate, but no, I miss. Throw another shot. These are desperation shots. These are well past the, well underneath the 2-second window where a sniper actually resets recoil. So these are just me just shooting and hoping they land. 2 shots left. Take the gas damage. And there's nothing I can really do here. I have 1 shot left. This shot has to connect. If it doesn't connect, I can't win. Is in back of my head, so I'm like, well, if this shot misses, I have to melee to win. So that doesn't land. Again, I'm like, well, shit. So this last shot, Comic's position is probably going to be there. If they took any gas damage whatsoever, this sniper will win the match. So I'm like, all right, please land. I land. Comic steps up into the middle, does 98 damage, doesn't kill. Comic didn't take any gas damage. Well, what do? I'm on my umbrella already. You know what to fucking do. That's the only way to actually win there. Have no ammo. And I ended up somehow dodging a Jag shot blank point range. I still don't know how I did that. Alright, so that was game number 5. Game number 6. I think game number 6 was the round that I got the most kills in. I also started to take note that Comic was pretty much at the end of every match. So I have that in the back of my head, and I'm like, okay, do I have to start targeting Comic? Do I need to take them out early? So I'm keeping that in the back of my head. Because when players keep placing at the end of rounds, you want to kind of like have them a higher priority. If you run into them, you want to like chase them and kill them. So it's kind of in the back of my head. So I took note that Comic dropped farm. And I see Zine over there. I look at my loadout and it's pretty ass, so I'm not really gonna go into Zine. I'm not actually gonna get into this engagement. I'm just gonna go into the loot phase and loot up, grab T2. I knew people drop stage, so I'm kind of not sure where I want to go right now in terms of like anywhere the gas circle spawns. I see an AK, pick that up, and then just continue to move around. So this is more of a lighter game, I guess, in terms of like early game. I'm in such a relatively empty spot. So I want to move to the action, so I'm going to step up and see if anyone's at Pyramid. And the answer is no. No one's at Pyramid. So this is just basically free loot. Very surprised no one actually dropped here. And just, again, this is just loot phase, so I'm just going to loot up as quickly as possible and then end up leaving. I already had 4 tape. I missed the switch. See where the mole is. And again, just loot phase. No one's in here. This is relatively risky in terms of going into this room right here. See a Jag. I'm already using a shotgun, so I pick it up. Again, I don't really care for shotguns, so this is just me. I don't open up the Rebel Cache because that's just going to waste time. I'm good enough on loot. Like, the Rebel Cache, what do it give me? Thomas gun or an M16 or a sniper? And the only thing that I would really want would be a sniper. And it's like, I'm not going to waste time waiting for the Rebel Cache to open up. See Crazy here? I have a Jag and an AK, so it's like, all right, well, I can't. My loadout isn't ready to fight you at this, um, so I see this player up over here, but I don't want to fight them just yet. I want to focus on Crazy K because they've also been doing relatively well. They've been getting to the end of the round, so this is where you're going to see somewhat of focusing on certain players throughout the tournament. From this point forward, after a bunch of rounds have been played, you kind of want to go after the leaders, so to speak. So I will bypass this player and kind of focus down my general vision down over here. I know Crazy's running from the gas and will be moving out in this relative direction. Probably not on this one, but probably below the cages. However, I expect him to be down there. I have a grenade, but I don't throw it because I didn't see him. I hear this action happening out over here. These two players are fighting right now. This player is going to run in this direction. This player has this direction to run or this direction to run after taking the damage. So the easier player to kill in this situation is this one right here. So I'm going to focus on them because, again, this guy just jumps into bamboo and I can't catch him. And this is actually crazy. This is a four-way engagement. There's 4 players here. However, Phoenix down over here probably focuses on this player. He doesn't push up. We know that there's a player to the north still, so there's actually 5 players in this general area. I have no fucking clue where Crazy went here. So now I'm just going to AK down. Phoenix down over here actually presses up, doesn't move on in over here to the right side. And I still know that there's a player up to the north. I hear the AK being shot up to the north of me. Phoenix rolls in. This is the problem. Again, I say this fucking road. This road right here. No. No. There's no cover here. You're just free. You want to be on this side. Or this side. You want to be here. Or here. There's no fucking cover here. You just die. It's like fish in a barrel. So Phoenix gets caught rolling. And I quickly get rid of all the armor. And now I know that they're one hit. They're at 30. They're at 31, I think, or lower than that. So I'm throwing shots out. This is a laggy player from before, so I just kind of ignore him and don't really want to fight him. Switch over to the Magnum off the dead body to get a faster projectile weapon. Throw it up where I think Phoenix is going, which I expected him to. He can't really go here. This was a safe spot, so he could have went here, but I thought that that was going to be the movement. So I end up going down, looking for that player that was running away from the north. Like I ran into him. And I go back and switch over from my AK. My AK only had 2 shots too, so I was lucky that that Magnum actually had ammo in it. But that was like a quick decision right there to switch the gun to get the faster projectile weapon to attempt to kill the player fleeing. All right. Ah, God, I gotta watch this. So, I'm over here. I know exactly what's going to happen, but if you guys didn't watch the tournament, you don't know what's about to happen here. So, I want this position because people are going to be coming in from the gas. This guy has tier 3. I have a better position and armors to swap. So, I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm going to hold this position. Knock the guy's armor, but he's able to evade all shots. Armor off. I should switch to the Jag here for pursuit, but I switched to the melee because I figured he would continuously move out away. He has no armor. The right play is to run. No, this guy jiffs it up. Goes around the corner with not a Jag, but a shotgun. Holds up this position, and I'm caught off guard. So I switch to the AK. I should have switched to the shotgun again. And then I start throwing shots, but the guy's on controller, so his movement's a little bit faster. So I'm anticipating the movement. And that's why my shots are a little bit lower, because controller has faster movement, so I'm shooting a little bit underneath him, where my aim should be in a better spot. So this guy's shooting shotgun at me. There's a shotgun shot. There goes my armor. I don't even think that first shot actually did all the bullets in me. We saw right there, but the second shot was definitely a meaty shot, and I fucking died. Got outplayed again. This guy killed me. This guy killed me twice. I was like, what the fuck, man? But yeah, don't chase after new players. That's that's a life lesson. Don't chase after new players because they're unpredictable. You'd expect them to continuously run away if they have no armor, but nah. The guy plays like Jiff. They have so much confidence in their game that they're able to two tap you with the shotgun. But again, well played on him. I was not ready for it, and I tricked you guys. I said that was my most kill round. This is my most kill round. This is round number 7. I see Comic over there to the right side. Again, I kind of have them in my sights. I want to try to focus on people that potentially could be point leaders. So you're going to see me kind of go after the point leaders. If I see them, and Comic's actually very difficult to run into. They run away a lot. Like, you barely have time to actually fight them. They won't actually get into an engagement. So if you see them, you should hard lock onto them and engage hard. So I'm moving down over here, and oh, look who I found. And that's it. They're dead. So, and look at the rewards for that kill. Double purple gun. So, I was like super happy. I'm like, wow, you had no armor, but you had two purples. So you opened up rebel caches before you ended up going for armor? Question mark. Especially, but I remember Comics so confident in their ability of doing no armor runs that maybe they were like, okay, I can actually get away with not having armor here. So I'm just gonna loot up. I got a very good build here. See a Jag 7, I kind of chuckle actually out loud. I'm like, wow, 3 purples. And you see me actually unload it, stash it, switch over, grab the grenade, make sure I ping the mole so I know where I want to go, and then start making my way towards the mole. So, I know a couple players probably drop labs, so I'm expecting people to come from the north. I expect people to be coming from the west, let me back this up. Expect people to be coming from the north and people coming from the west. However, right here, I see a blur right here. So I see a player. I hear them. I thought they were moving up like this. That wasn't the case. And then, here we go. The return of Phoenix. Phoenix now approaching me from the south. I have plenty of bamboo to actually use as cover. I have boxes too, so I'm actually in a very decent spot. Phoenix is as well. However, the downside of this particular position that Phoenix is in is that I can throw grenades over this bamboo stalk, so I can throw it if I anticipate him to move here, or to stay here, or move to here. So, I just have a better positioning at this current moment, so I'm not really afraid of that. I thought that they were just going to continue their path up over here. They didn't do so. So I went back down, and then just circled around. Phoenix is like, I don't want any bit of it. And I guess we just both, have that general nod. So, here's Cap right here. And Cap just got a kill on Dragon. And they're using bow. And I have this thing. So, it's time to be a gamer. And go after Cap. Switch over the AK. Now he's down to 1. End up killing that. Got the armor swap because I got the good item. Throw a grenade out. The reason why I throw a grenade over the top of this is I anticipate the person that this other person that was up here to be moving down after that kill, because you see the explosion through the fog of war, so most people want to apply pressure during that time period. So I expect them to be exactly there. So I throw 1 grenade up over top here. I throw a 2nd grenade over here, because this is loot. There's a Thomas right there. So maybe if the person's moving around in the general area, they'll see the Thomas, but not the grenade, run into the Thomas and die. Don't land the hits. Person to the top left. Throw another grenade. Another person over here with the sniper rifle. So now I have this right here, kind of out in the open, but still good in cover. So I'm alright with that. I'm not really afraid of the guy up over here, as this guy's a little bit far away from me. This guy with the sniper, I know he's on controller, so I'm like, okay, I know you're on controller, so sniping on controller sucks, so I'm going to take advantage of that. So I'm going to reload the Thomas gun because I'm a good boy and heal up, and then I'm going to try to focus on the sniper rifle guy. Sniper rifle guy actually started moving down over here. I can hear his foot movement, so he's going in this general direction. It wasn't loud enough that he was in this particular spot, so I know that he's in this area right here, moving down. I'll have a good one, Tails. Sniper guy comes out, shoots. That's Aether to the left. I'm just going to apply pressure onto this player because they just got a sniper rifle and I want it. And I want sniper Thomas gun as my loadout. Throw bananas out over here. Aether steps up to see who got that kill. Probably sees me, is like, all right, I'm just going to poke at Fate, not actually fight him. I think they're like legitimately afraid of me. So like, I think like just me being in the general area of Aether, they're just like, nah, I don't want any bit of it. So I run into this player right up here. I got a Thomas gun, so I'm just going to end up chasing him. Because we're gamers right here. Got the armor to swap. Throw more bananas now. Here's Sky. So this is a player that I have confidence that could actually kill me, but I have an advantage where I have this T2 to swap over. Throw bananas to cover up on the Thomas gun that was there. I ended up landing 2 hits onto Sky. Sky ends up hitting me with Magnum, but I got the swap. Throw more shots out. I'm looking specifically to land this last hit on the Thomas so I can end up killing him with a sniper rifle. Sky probably knows that something is up, so he ends up backing up. So I'm going to chase Sky for a little bit and zone control him, but realize that it's a waste of time to chase after a good player because I won't be able to catch him. I hear someone right to the bottom of me, and it's Aether. Look. So Aether backs up, and there's Yokai with the Deagle. So now I'm getting into a fight with Yokai. Yokai is actually out in the open, but I'm using a Thomas at this range. It's okay, but I'm also out in the open. So, like, this is kind of like an even battle right here, but I don't know what their secondary weapon is. So if it's a hunting rifle like before, if I end up taking too much damage or basically take 2 hits, I end up dying to a hunting rifle. So I have to dodge this while also dealing with Aether to my right. So I have to play this very safe. So I throw out shots, and I realize it's a silenced pistol deagle combo, so it's not something that I can instantly die to, but I don't want any bit of it because, again, fighting against a silenced pistol is very risky. Aether ends up peeking, throwing shots up at me, but holding up this bottom position, they don't actually apply pressure at me. So it allows me to actually escape back and return back to that T2 armor that I had trapped earlier. So I go over for a swap, look for a reset. I activate the campfire, basically as bait. Yokai's over here to throw a grenade at the campfire, but they realize that I don't actually need it. Yokai actually just moves over with the silenced pistol as the visual messes up. Nice. Anyway, I hold up this position right here because Yokai's in this general area and Aether's down over here. I have bananas up over here on this particular body, and there's a Thomas gun on that body. So if either party ends up going around and going to this body, I get a free kill, so I just hold up this position. Aether appears below me, and now I apply pressure. Aether's super low. Aether's only direction is to go like this, and down. They go down, they run into Yoki. So the 100% direction is that they're going to be going up and over here in this general direction, going this way. So again, running into like that, has the option to go here or here. Now going up over in this general direction, has the option to go here or here. As soon as I saw that he went up, I switch over the sniper rifle and say, that's my shot. Okay. Guy fighting from up here, pushing this guy, no armor on this player right here, so whoever's fighting them, this person's weaker, at least how they're actually acting. They're not fighting back, so this player's pushing down, so I have to be worried about who they're fighting, but they got an AK. I'm going to try to snipe this kill right here, but I have a Thomas out instead of a sniper. So if I had a sniper here, I wouldn't have gotten a kill, because I would have still taken that little pip of armor right there, and Phoenix ends up getting that kill right there. Ended up getting the assist, but now Phoenix is right next to me. Hello. I have a Thomas. You have an AK. I'm just gonna hold left click here. He switches over to the Jag, but it's already too late. They're rolling. They're in the rolling state. I take note that there's a tier 3 over here, so I can retreat back over to it. And I hear grenades happening over here in the bottom right corner, so I'm actually going to take a peek. I do want to note that if I didn't hear those grenades, I would have checked up over in this general area right here. Like, see if there's anyone up here. Like, sorry, right here. Like, up here. I like to kind of, like, guard the gas because it's their easy kills. And then I looked at the replay. I looked at Loopy's replay, and I was like, shit, there was someone there. This line of play that I end up doing ends up killing me because of just how I position myself. And also, I think I missed the mole spawning. So I hear skunk grenades go out, but this is actually bait to go out into the open. And again, it's Deagle versus Thomas Sniper, and actually Deagle wins that because they got a little bit more mobility. I end up landing a hit right there. I lose my armor, so again, I'm focused on surviving. So I'm going to rotate back and pick up the armor over here. So I'm going to go back and pick up the armor. There's a grenade out over here, so I'm guessing there's two people fighting here. Yoki's over here. So my general path is here. Alright, so I see this player going right here. I still have no armor. I'm not going to shoot at him. I see Sky down over here, but my focus is to get to this armor. Switch for the armor. Now I want to fight. Sky's right here. They only have this. They have such horrible places they can go. They can only go like here or here. And they already are using a Magnum. So like close range Magnum, unless you're Jif, it's not really that good. He can also somehow push like here. But these are the ways that he can move right now. So he doesn't really have a good spot. He's actually in a really bad position. So he ends up just getting the fuck out of there. He has a shotgun, so actually if he wanted to, he could have pushed up and tried to two-tap me there, but he's playing defensively. He actually used to be a very reckless player, and that makes me proud of him, of how he adjusted his playstyle, and his results in terms of tournaments has increased exponentially. There has to be a fine line that you actually walk when it comes to being an aggressive player and being reckless. And Sky was definitely on the reckless spectrum of that. And then they eventually stopped being as reckless, and now they're still aggressive, but they know when to not take fights. And I feel like they recognize that there's still probably a player to the right. So, like, even if they get into a fight, and I'm using a Thomas gun, they're going to lose their armor in a fight. Even if they two-tap me, they're probably going to end up losing too much health, and they won't survive the next battle. So they end up disengaging to get out of it. So I just throw shots out in the general direction. I'm ready to throw a grenade in case Sky wanted to make an aggressive push on me. So this grenade is ready to intercept. And again, I didn't ping the mole, so I don't know where the mole is at. Run into Crazy right here. My sniper bullet goes through their body, or right underneath them, however you want to say it, but the snipe shot misses. Even if it landed, it would have ended up replacing immediately for that T2 armor. It's Thomas versus Sniper. I got 20 shots left in the Thomas. Now here's my mistake. So, this is the moment where I knew I fucked up. My Thomas is out of ammo. I only have Sniper. I really wanted this fucking minigun. And this is why I say, don't fucking think. Don't think. This is bad. I just wanted this minigun because I love minigun. But don't think. Don't think. Once you start thinking, your mind gets stuck on a fucking thing, and you got to do it. So I was so fucking focused on this damn minigun that I put myself in such a bad position. Not only that, I was careless and didn't realize I was out actually Thomas ammo. Eat the beautiful grenade right there by Crazy, and now I only have one decision. I have to go back and pick up this armor. However, after the armor pickup, I do have a decision where I can go down here if I want to. I back up right there, and boom, you hear that click? Guess what? I didn't realize my Thomas gun was out of ammo. Again, my brain is still hung up on pick up minigun. So, yeah. I'm just like, oh shit, I have to swap towards my sniper rifle. But look, I only have 2 shots in my sniper. So, unless they're at below full health, I don't actually win this. So I just throw out a shot, and that was it. I'm sorry, not even a shot. I did land a shot. I knocked their armor, but they didn't swap their armor. Make a correction with that. I thought they ended up swapping for armor in here when they retreated back in there. But no. They just didn't have any armor. They're fighting me with Thomas with no armor. But they landed the grenade, so they were confident in that fight, even though I had an armor swap available. It was a good grenade by Crazy right there. But that round, I ended with 6 kills. But if I ended up killing Crazy, that would have been 7 and possibly could have won the match right there, depending on how much health I ended that actual fight. Also, if you guys have any questions, in regards to anything that you see or want more in-depth analysis on what I'm doing, just let me know. I'm just kind of spitballing it here. I didn't take any notes or anything. This is just what I'm seeing. I already seen my footage already. I've seen footage from other points of view too, but I'm just trying to go through my particular mindset. Again, I don't really think when I play this video game. I have so many hours played where it's just more I'm just in the flow state all the time. Or Dragon Ball fans, Ultra Instinct. But I'm just wanted to point out my errors to myself, and I just want you guys to come along with me on that journey, because I do watch my own footage and try to improve on myself, and that's the only way to get better as a player. If you're not able to actually figure out what you're doing wrong, I do offer coaching. If you're interested in this type of stuff, I do offer coaching. You can reach out to me on Discord in regards to it. Useful water. I mean, you're analyzing like every frame, so I think you got it all. All right. Well, I mean, if people have questions, I see Zine drop here. Okay, so this is actually interesting engagement. All right, so I see Zine drop right above me. He has an AK, and I know there's a T2 here. So I drop on an AK, and I'm just gonna quickly go over here because I think they're gonna move down, pick up the AK, and I get a 3-shot kill, call it a day. Wait, he's not there. And then I just move up. Okay, well, I guess I get this too. You don't have a 2-up over here. Here the boxes break. Well, look, that was bait. Beautiful play by Zine. They broke the boxes, expecting me to push up. They ended up going back. They grabbed armor from somewhere else, and now it's an even battle. Those shots out, but Zine has the option to actually escape back, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm not about this. I rotate back down over here to grab more loot. And I realize this right here, crap ton of armor. So this is actually a very safe area to fight. So I'm gonna actually get a fight here. Open up the secret door, but what the hell is this? Who's this guy? Why is he right there? So I'm just like, I guess I lose this round. That's what I said. I guess I lose. There's a shot right there. Second shot misses. Third shot misses. I retreat back. A third shot does that much damage. They had an AK. They can definitely kill me here. I can kind of do this weird type of movement where using like bouncing between the boxes to avoid shots. So I can kind of get away. I have a blue AK, so I ended up just being like, oh, fuck. They have an SMG. If they had an AK, I was dead. SMG? No. It's inaccurate in this particular situation. So I shoot the AK, like I like to call it, down the throat right there. Just right down the line. So if Yoki actually wanted to press on me, they would actually eat all the shots and fucking die. However, no impact sounds go off, so I know that they're actually going down, back up over here, and down this pathway. However, we know there's 2s over here, so we're just like, all right, well, I win this fight. Yoki doesn't have this information that there's all these 2s here. So I'm just like, all right, this is easy. We're just going to fight here. So he's poking with the SMG, that's fine. You got a shotgun. You still haven't had time to reload that shotgun. Now I'm going to go into the cup, but again, I got these armors right here that I can swap for, so I feel safe in this position. Yoki steps up, takes armor damage, swap for the armor. Shotgun shot, swap again. Yoki backs up, throws a banana out. I run out of armor, and it's like, you got me, man. That's it. I'm done. You got a shotgun? We're done. SMG shotgun, close range. I basically ran through all the armors. So I'm like, all right, this battle's over. So I'm just like, all right, abort mission. However, right before I wanted to abort the mission, I said, oh, there's a 2 over here. So I expected Yoki, especially with this banana here, to path this way to pick up the 2. So as I'm leaving, I throw the grenade up over there, hoping to get a cheeky kill. I don't know if that actually lands or anything, but if he ended up going to pick up that armor, that would end up killing him. Because the banana that he placed right there, so that was a quick anticipation of him. Like, the banana would prevent his movement from going kind of like the way that he wanted to go to kind of chase me, so he'd have to take a long way around, and then he would go over to the T2 armor because brain thinks armor. So they would make that as their movement, and the grenade was ready there to anticipate them. So I end up backing up over here on the left side, and I kind of hold this area. Reason why I hold exactly here is so in case someone opens up the Sphinx, like I see that open up. I have 1 grenade right here. So if they end up going Sphinx, they go down and around, or they go down and up and around, I can just throw it over the walls here and kill them. Doesn't happen. Run into a guy in a hamster ball. I'm like, okay, hamster ball. Oh no, my gun's out of ammo. He's trying to charge me. Switch over to my dualies. Quickly blow it out. And actually say, oh shit, does everyone have shotguns? Because this is, again, I just, my luck. So I'm like, okay, took shotgun hit. Backing up, reloading. I have coconuts to heal over here, but priority 1 is to actually reload the AK, so I do that. And then quickly eat the coconuts. I make my way kind of over in this general area because I'm looking for armor. I actually only have 1 tape, but I just want to actually just swap and find either a T1 or a T2. So I'm okay for a brief moment, but then I'm like, no, everyone has shotguns. Tape up anyway. Throw the ping up on the mole. Know that I'm not actually ever going to intercept that mole, and then I'm just going to end up kind of loot here. So here we go with the clams. Oh, look. 3 tape. So clams provide. They give you that what you need. Hop into the hamster ball, and then I'm just going to be making my way back over here on the right side. Again, I opt not to go across the water because the water is suicide. I will always try to cross on bridges. Water is dumb. Unless you have claw boots, then it's okay. But, like, it's really not safe at all. So, here's someone. Jag 7 right there. They're throwing shots at me, but I don't want any bit of it. I hear an M16 above me. I do want that, though. So, I'm going to be healing up and hearing in the area. And then this happens right here. Bam. Kill. I heard a battle right above me. It was an AK versus M16. And then I see this. So I was like, oh, okay. Battle's over. You're fighting an M16, so you're probably low health. So I'm actually going to push. Boom. Hit right there. 31. Hit on flesh. Now push. Throws grenades out. I have to be a little bit careful in my movement here, depending on the grenade distance. So don't want to have a mistake as I did before. Nice pre-fire on the shotgun, but it was a little late on it. Needed to be a little... No, I'm sorry. It was a little early. It should have been a little bit later, and I would have actually ate it right there. I just switch over the AK and try to laser down. There's the M16 for my spoils and a tier 3 armor because I got the broken item. Throw a grenade out over here. You're going to see me do this a lot. I mean, you probably see me do it a lot just in general. But I always do this. Right after I kill someone, I throw a grenade in the immediate direction where I think someone could be and be coming at me. And this is to anticipate someone seeing the explosion through the fog of war and then pushing up. So if anyone was here, based on where the gas is moving, they'd either be in 1, 2, or 3. And the easiest spot for me to throw a grenade and get a kill would be at this spot at 1. So this is where I throw the grenade in case someone's up over here. Funny enough, someone's up over here, but I didn't know that. So, and the other funny thing is I like to actually use grenades destroying boxes because I'm lazy and I don't want to smash the boxes. So if I actually didn't throw the grenade down in the bottom left and I just threw them to break up the boxes, I would have got a kill right there. M16 now. So it's M16 versus tier 1. I see Crazy up over here using a bow, and I'm like, bro, why are you using a bow, man? It's like, I love the bow too, but it kind of sucks right now. It's not meta, but they're going hard with it. Maybe they didn't have a choice of their weapon loadout. I hear SMG fire going right above me, so I see it was Crazy K that got that kill, so they were using bow, SMG, so I know that they have SMG. I probably will be like, well, they swapped the weapon now. They can't be using bow anymore. See this skunk ass? I actually take the damage because I want to push on this body. End up putting Crazy in white, so caught them off guard. They throw a grenade. Exactly what I do, throw a grenade on the loot pile, but good players won't actually walk over loot because of exactly what I just did right there. All right. So kind of have the good position right here. See a player right here on the right using Deagle. Beautiful shot right there by the Deagle. And I kind of peek down real quick. See the campfire activated. But I kind of want this engagement. It's Deagle versus tier 1. I'm a little confident with this. So I got cover right here, but they also have cover. So I have this cover to work with. They have this cover to work with. They have a little bit less cover. But however, I just have a habit. I love trees. I really love them. So I shoot them. But we're just going to try to laser them out with the M16. We're going to walk at them, not actually use any type of rolling because we don't want to lower it. Switch over to the pistols because we close the distance right there. They had M16 Deagle. So it's rough with the loadout that they have because now I'm up in their face with a higher RPM weapon. So I'm just able to gun them down very quickly. And unfortunately, Lilana ends up dying right there just due to weapon loadout and just kind of getting caught out. See a T2 right over there, so I switch over to the T2. I got good positioning here for the final circle. 9 players remaining, everyone's dying, and I'm like, well, I want another win here, so I'm actually just going to play this one safe. So I'm kind of scouting out the area. First thing you see that I do is actually scout and see if the campfire has been activated. I should have remembered that it was activated before, but I just wanted to do that. So I'm going to end up stashing this 2, have dual pistols out. I'm trying to put this 2 behind the damn fucking tree, but I'm failing to do so. I'm going to heal up. And all these people getting kills, and again, I'm just playing safe, kind of just scouting out the area. You see me switch over, switch for the skunk vials. So this is like 100% me just setting up to win the match. And make sure that I have full health. I go back into the gas and make sure that I stack this health jug. So like when I dip into the gas, I have full health when I leave it. So in case it runs into attrition, and I just wait here. So I checked here. No one's there. If anyone is here, these trees would all become transparent. So I know that's not the case. No one's down over here because the trees would become transparent. No one's over here because the trees would become transparent. No one's here because yeah, you see what I'm getting at? And you see where I'm positioned. The reason why I'm positioned here is so these trees don't become transparent. Because the way that the trees work is it's like a box around the tree. So even if you're kind of like in this general area, even though you're not behind the tree, you turn this tree transparent. Thank you, Kayla. Exactly. Exactly. So here's just camping out, waiting to see. Here's Sky down, try to gun him down. Lands a jag shot, but it's not a meaty shot. Ends up dying. Throw the grenade out. Hit Crazy K with it. He takes massive amounts of damage, and now he's in desperation right now because they have no health. And I just hold middle position. They have nowhere else to go. They don't have any health because the grenade was a meaty hit. And that was it. And that was just kind of like, well, I can explain. I guess I can break this down a little bit. So Sky goes down over here. I'm trying to get the final hit on him. Sky's pushing out over here. Crazy K's right here. So Sky ends up dying. I quickly switch over to the grenades because I know Crazy K is right here. So my shot goes right here. So if Crazy K was making this general direction, they wouldn't go into the actual line of fire. They wouldn't go here because they think maybe I'm still shooting there. So this is exactly where I think they are. This exact position. So this grenade, boom, right there. So throw it out. Crazy K peeks. Sniper. Misses the shot. And now backs up. So for Crazy K, this grenade's already in flight. Their play was to move up in this general direction. but instead they end up going back down, maybe just force a habit that they always move away from players, or maybe this is their preferred direction. I know some players always have a preferred direction that they like to retreat in. They like go down or left or down and right or up and right, like. And then there's Jiff, which would just do that. There's just Jiff. So grenade hits. Again, they could have went this direction, but they didn't. They took the grenade damage. So basically, this is just mechanical by Crazy K. They did this type of like dodge movement. So they go down, they go up, and that's the movement that they make. They need to mix it up. So go down, go around, go down in this way, go down in this way, and around. Like, but instead it's just juke, take the damage, and now they only have these directions to go. That's it. I know they have snipers, so I'm going to use this tree as cover and push down. So I push down and around. This is kind of a weak spot for me because I'm out in the open. The sniper can hit me here. But I'm just using an M16, so I don't care. Just throwing it around. Crazy. Again, just running away. Trying to dodge. Switches over to the sniper. As soon as they... So here's another thing. I'm anticipating the shot after the roll. So I see them roll, and they kind of did this movement back. So I end up juking down because they think I'm going to continue my path upwards. But you make these little micro movements. That's why controller's so good, because you can make micro movements and instant transition changes. So you can like move up and then instantly move down, whereas there's an acceleration of moving down. But it still gets me out of the shot. And the shot just goes that way. And then Crazy can only move up over here and around. That's it. Or back. So not much they can do. Just hold here. And that's it. That's the end of the match. Alright, I see Bo. I see someone drop to the north and to the south of me. Got T2 armor, so I picked that up. It's interesting, though. No one's targeting me. No one's, like, really dropping nearby or actually, like, trying to force engagements with me anymore. If Gloomy was in this tournament, I think they would. Like, they would. They usually do the same thing I do, where I go after point leader. Because if you want to win an event, you actually have to do that. Like, you can't, you just have to force it. Like, they're like, well, if I lose this fight, it's like, well, you're going to lose a tournament anyway. But the only path to victory is to actually get this engagement with them. So I get a Thomas gun. I'm going to make my way to the farm right now. Because I'm good? Well, I mean, you can catch me off guard or third party me or just hover around or shadow where I am. There's a lot of things that you can do to get me. Everyone dies to third parties. Like, no one's immune to that. Even with the tape power up, no one's immune to dying like that. Like, it's just a thing. So I got a Jag 7 over here, and I see this Rebel cache. This is kind of greedy, but I want... I see that. End up dropping the Jag, picking up the sniper, and what the fuck? Oh my god. I just love this because it's just like... I'm rolling out and Comic is right here. Oh my god. I was just like, yo, what? Throw shots out. We're both on no armor. However, if they have a hunting rifle, I end up dying. They end up retreating back, and I retreat back. So we're kind of just like, again, Comic kind of shares the same playstyle as me, but they just don't secure as many kills. But they definitely play ultra defensively and have great positioning. So I'm throwing these shots thinking that Comic may peek, but I should have been smarter than that, because I was like, there's no way. But I don't know. I don't know what's behind Comic. I don't know if there's armors or anything like that. So I throw shots out and just like call it like that. Mole is down over here, so I'm like, oh, okay. And then I realize, huge thing going down. I have no tape. So I need to actually go and work on that. They just don't secure as many kills. Comic literally with 4 kills in 5th place. Yeah, well, the point of a tournament is to be good at both things. Placements are great and all, but kills too. I mean, the way that I have the point structure is it usually is it's not a shot. Oh, no. It's they will people that focus on placements or more passive play styles. I do believe that they deserve some credit and you know, doing as well as they do, but this is an event, a spectacle. In order for the game to actually be enjoyable to watch, in my opinion, you have to kind of enforce combat. So the way that I have the point system set up is to make sure that people are rewarded for combat. Uh, there, there was a game that I used to play, Eternal Return, and they ran tournaments, and they had a problem. They had a huge problem where placements were worth so much and kills were worth so little that everyone just camped. Everyone camped. There was no fights. It was just a clusterfuck at the end, and no one fought. And the devs were like, how do we fix this? This is really boring. We have a 12-minute, 15-minute match, and for 12 minutes nothing's happening. So it ended up increasing the amount that you get points wise for kills by an astronomical amount, and now people are dying at all points of the game. And I believe as a tournament organizer and a commentator, you need to have that type of system in place, because at the end of the day, tournament is for the players to, it's a skill check for the players. But how I view it, it's for the viewers. It's a spectacle. It's the viewers. It's for people to show off. Yes, dodging and running away from players is a skill in itself, but seeing people land sick ass shots, getting 6, 7, 9, 10, 12 kills around, that's awesome. Like someone just popping off and just dominating a lobby, it's so much more enjoyable as a viewer to see than someone just running away in the gas and healing at the end of a match and winning. So that's why I designed my tournament point system in that way, and I'm glad Loopy adopted that, because I think that I have the best system in place for now. Maybe someone will come out with something better, but I see events with like 1 kill per point and very high placement points, and for 4 or 5 minutes of the match, nothing's happening. No one's taking risks. No one's fighting. So like, I try to avoid that type of shit. And then there's everyone has their own opinion of how like tournaments should actually be done and everything, but I think it should be a good mixture of kills and placements. I don't think it should be weighted for either or. And I'm finding tape here in this house. Know that the Crazy K again on the bow. I'm guessing they're on a bow kick right now because I wasn't expecting that. Here we go. Got a T3. Phoenix right above me. 3 players here. Guy on the sniper, and look who it is. Who is this guy? So it's the great shot that I know I don't actually want to fight, because I know that I'll probably take some damage into this fight, and there's too many people around. So I'm gonna play this safe. It's Sky with the mask. I know, right? So I tag once, but Yoki doesn't want any bit of it, so they back the fuck up. Phoenix down over here, and hey Phoenix, I have a sniper too, man. So Phoenix gets instantly blown up. Get that. There's a grenade to the below me. I know Crazy K has bow, silence, pistol as their loadout. So this is another thing that I do. This right here, I'm not sure if a lot of players actually look at this, but my eyes are always over here throughout a match. Like I'm always looking like here, specifically at the kill feed, to know which items that people have. I have photographic memory, so I know which players have which costumes. So I'm able to identify who has what weapons based on seeing who gets the kill spam, and then I know I can identify them based off of like the cosmetics that they're wearing. There's a guy right below me right here with a Thomas gun, but I know that he's relatively weak, so I go and just poke around the corner, heard him healing up right there behind the bush, and rest in peace, my guy. I'm breaking up grass right here because I'm looking for bananas because I want to kind of like sabotage this area. I'm near the mole, so people could still make their way down up over in this general area, but gas is now moving in, so I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll leave. Now that VC is hosting tourneys, we're trying to find that happy medium. It's very hard. So, if you don't want to do bonus points, I would recommend kills be worth 2. If you do bonus points, you can have kills worth 1.5. So you reward someone for popping off in a match and actually just doing well overall. But you're not weighting kills so much so that they end up imbalancing it. So that's why I went with 1.5 and then had bonus points. So I call it the best player of the day bonus. That's most kills, and then the most kills in a round is the best player, probably. Like in my opinion, I view like someone that can get the most kills in a round is the best player in the lobby. Sky ended up having the most kills in this tournament, most kills in a round. I ended up having the most kills, but I feel like Sky just did better overall. Like he had 7 kills in a round. That's freaking nuts. We only had 22 players max in a lobby. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me explain this real quick. So I'm using the ball trick right here. So, the barrel of my sniper is outside the actual hamster ball. So it's sticking out of the hamster ball. So the barrel of the gun, the bullet will go out of the hamster ball, but the hamster ball protects the actual hitbox of my character model. My hitbox is like that, and the ball you can actually see right there. So I'm in a little glass house right there, but I can still actually apply damage because the barrel of the gun is outside the actual glass house. So I'm just holding up this position, guarding up over here. I see Sky down here, and he's actually doing the same thing. So we're just kind of camping. Here comes Sky. Sky rolling out. So I expect Sky to roll this direction, going towards the mole. So I anticipate my shot like that. So you see, my shot anticipated him moving like up here, but he actually just continues linear movement. He just ends up moving this way. I thought that he would go for the mole, but I think he saw me there. So he ends up like taking this type of posture. I hop back into the hamster ball. So I'm looking for a little poking right here. So I'm going to be using this as cover and moving back and forth and trying to shoot. However, I put myself in general areas where Sky can know where I'm coming from. So Sky actually has the advantage right now, even though he's out in the open. If I peek, he has a very easy shot because he knows that I'll be coming from 1, 2, 3. If he's here, he can be anywhere there. He's off my screen, so like I don't have like I can't quickly flick and get the spot where he's at. So I throw a grenade specifically to cover the mole. Then I pop out, go around, so I do this because I'm again protecting the mole. Sky backs down, so he goes back over here, and then he can use these as cover. I can use this as cover. These actually pillars are cover. And he lands this shot, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. Goodbye. Just like, I'm done here. So we're out. Gonna go and tape up. But I don't have information in this area. There's a gravestone up over here. I'm thinking there's players up in here. I know Sky's down over here. But potentially, someone could be right here. So that's why I place a hamster ball here to heal. However, I will die if someone pops up around the corner going this way with a shotgun. However, I'll hear them. So I can hop into the hamster ball, tape up. I hear someone moving. I hop into the hamster ball because I heard the movement. There's this Jag 7 shot right there. Second Jag 7 shot. I run down. Don't get blasted by it. There's Comic again. Like I said, Comic has very good positioning. Skunk grenade will go out. I throw a grenade. We both exactly have the same mindset. We throw it actually in the exact same area. And Comic just backs up after I shoot the sniper rifle. So there's 4 players remaining. Comics left, so I'm just like, well, this spot is safe. If someone comes from here, I can hear them. If someone comes from here, I can hear them. If they come down here, this would actually be the correct path of them to come down. they come around the corner, they would get pretty fucked up by me. So I'm just gonna hold this. We're just gonna camp it out. Again, we're playing to win, so we're playing a little bit more lame than aggressive. I heard the sniper equipped right here. I heard it right above me, and I'll wait. I'm like, "Are you injured?" And I heard the crank of the tape, move up. Oh, hello, Cap. And this is a huge mistake on me. I didn't see the vial, and I could have won if I saw that vial. Or, I'm sorry, the snorkel. So I just take up this bottom position right here and just heal off. And I hope that Sky and Comic will run into each other. But Sky and Comic do the exact same thing as me. We just heal off, and somehow I die right after Sky. And I get second place, even though I think we both died at the exact same time. So that was even. Wait, that's weird. So scoreboard, that is so weird. It says I placed third, but the scoreboard at the end of the match said I placed second. Those points wouldn't have mattered though. It's only 2 points, I think. Third and fourth are 5 points. Second is 7. So it really doesn't make a difference. I won by, I think, like 20 plus points. All right, and this is the last round. This is round number 10. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I don't normally do this. This is something special. I don't normally play in tournaments either. I kind of stopped doing that. Wow. I guess I gotta redo this video because it looks like there's some compression issues. It's all like warping and shit. Alright, so I grabbed dual pistols, and I'm just making my way immediately to farm because I'm looking for a battle. See door open. So I'm just gonna hop in the ball and kind of navigate this area, bounce it off the walls as I'm going through this area. Nope, no one in here. Grenade goes out. There's Comic. Again, I know Comic's doing well in the event, so I'm kind of, if I see Comic, I kind of want to focus them. So I'm gonna, I see them, I run. I run at them. Aether, the joke is you can't escape your fate. Ha, 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 ha. No, it's just, I have very good pattern recognition and stuff on players, so I'm able to read their movements, and I've played a fuck ton of games, so... If you're a new player, I'm fucked. I can't read your movement at all. I see Crazy K there, but I don't get into a fight with them because it's just like, we're out in the open, we're probably just gonna poke each other. We're both looking to, like, kind of get points here, so we kind of have the same, like, mental state of, like, yeah... Don't really want to fight you. If I fight you, I'll probably die. And I mean, Crazy K got me. So I'm well aware that they can kill me. So we're going to kind of try to third party them if possible. And we're just going to collect more resources down over here. New players' controller movements are hard to read. Oh, and lag. Yeah. Well, lag is always a thing, man. So I see Pew Pew up over here, hops into my ball. You bastard, you stole my ball. Switch over the shotgun, take the kill. No, someone's to my left, so I need to back up over here in the Emu Ranch. So I knew Cap was over here. So they would know that I got a kill, so they may kind of check here. I don't have information in this general area, and the circle is pushing people in this way. So if I stayed in this general area, I could get pinched, so I want to leave. I hear a grenade happening up over here on the right side, so I'm going to go and investigate. Alright. It is this guy. This guy's killed me twice. and his movement is very unpredictable, and his actual play style is very unpredictable. So this is, to me, in back of my head, a risky engagement. I really don't want to fight him, but I know I have to. And, well, that happened. Just get a quick kill, blow him up. Who are they fighting? They're fighting Crazy K. Yeah, he was a controller player. So Crazy K versus me. Crazy K loses the armor, but has the armor to swap for. I was slow on the grenade because I was expecting him to rotate back and swap on that. So I should have shot a couple more times and then actually throw the grenade. All right. Are you guys ready for the longest battle of the tournament? I know. I can imagine what Crazy K was thinking. He's like, I can't, I can't get out of this engagement with Fate. I literally fight Crazy K pretty much until the end of this match right here, because I have him kind of locked in this particular zone. He can only really go in this particular area, and I kind of have this area kind of in lockdown. And actually, no one really comes. This is just basically our own personal 1v1. Throws a bow shot out, so he gives me information that he's still there. I'm going to tape up. I saw him still in the general area, so you see me hold. I see him hop back into the house. Again, I'm maintaining this space. Crazy K's space is just what he can do up over here. So this particular area, I got a sight line up here, a sight line down here, so I can see him if they escape down or push up. And look, he's trying to leave. Hops in the hamster ball. No, get back over there. More shots. Crazy K still stuck over here. I have to reload my pistols though. Switch over to the SMG on the body because I was out of ammo. Crazy K tries to run up over here. I actually do the horrible play of going through and not dancing on the crabs. How dare I? This is the most important thing in the game. What's wrong with me? But I'm pushing up on the water because I think Crazy K is relatively low in health. So I'm still trying to catch them. Run into Tanuki. Tanuki steps up over here. We both throw grenades. I throw my grenade a little long here. It should have been outside the door. I think they actually throw one out here. So this is where I should have placed the grenade, but I think I threw it more inside here. So Tanuki did a really good play. They went through a grenade here, threw a grenade here, and then backed up, threw a grenade here, anticipating that I would step up, which I did. Landed a grenade. Grenade chunked me, but I had a T1 to actually swap for, so I'm able to quickly swap on that and back up. So, Tanuki, beautiful play right there. You read my movement, and you're a little bit ahead of me there, so you ended up winning that. And I lose Crazy K, but I said that this engagement's still going on. We quickly run into each other again, and oh, look who it is! I said this engagement didn't finish. Hey, man, how's it going? How's it going? Have a nice day. And now that I knew that he was in the gas, I'm like, well, you're definitely at lower health than me, so I'm going to try to force this engagement. So he runs down over here, so I want to throw shots down the line, try to hit him as he's trying to escape there. Now I know Crazy K is very low on health. However, I know he has T2, and I got this item right here. So I know if I kill him, I end up getting a free T2 out of it. So I'm actually just going to continue this push on him. So I make my path down over here because I thought maybe he's healing in the house or the house down here. He wouldn't have ended up retreating up over here. I think I would have saw him. So I'm going down over here and listening. Oh, look who it is. Crazy K. So his path was like that down and he healed over here. The problem that he did was he should have sat in the house and healed because it would have taken me longer to move around and actually engage on them. So this was on him for picking that particular spot to heal. So I quickly had visual engagement on them. I knew they were ultra low. Great movement though, and he's at T2. So I throw a grenade up over here, specifically because I thought he would make this movement up and around. So I throw 2 grenades out, reload, and then I throw the third grenade out because the gas is now pushing in. So I thought, okay, well, maybe you stalled a little bit to heal and now move. So this third grenade was to catch. Didn't catch, but I'm like, wait, I didn't see you. I hear foot movement inside, and I'm like, yes, please, let's finish this. But he has a snorkel, so they actually have faster movement than me in gas. So they're moving faster and ahead of me. Even though we're relatively, even though I'm low health, I want this kill. I know Crazy's also very low health, so I'm more confident in this fight right now. And I know that Crazy's kind of stuck. I saw Sky move over here this direction, so Crazy could be in here, here, or up here. Those are the spots that they could be. I saw these visual spots already, so I know they're not in these 2 spots, so he's right there. And I'm going to push up on that. Shoot more shots, knock the armor, switch over to the SMG. Now his pathway is just like here. So Crazy K had an option here. They could have double backed. They could have ran down, fainted, then double backed and ran around. I would run and over anticipate because I'm using an SMG, and they would actually be able to actually get out and the GTFO. And they do that. But I hold position here. I'm going to use this time to heal up because I'm pretty low. And I know Crazy's going to keep on moving this way. But instead, Crazy doesn't actually move out because I'm guessing there's people up over there on the northern end. So he actually ends up going back down and around. Switches over to the dualies. Now we both don't have armor, but I know Crazy K has no health. There we go. Finally get that T2 that I wanted from his body in a long time ago. And then you see me do something very quickly. I end up swapping for the T2 armor. I end up swapping for the snorkel because we're actually at the end of the match. That long-ass engagement, I'm like, fuck. Game's over, man. So I see Tanuki down over here. And I know Sky is up over here because there's a grenade that went off, and Sky has a Thomas gun. So I'm going to poke at Tanuki and try to get them to fight Sky. There's a poke right there. I see Sky, but I saw Sky had no armor. Sky's holding up this position, and Tanukis right here. So I move up over here to heal while these two actually fight each other and kill one another. Because I heal because this right here. 4 seconds remaining. And I actually move up to this cover right here. SMGs are being shot, but they kind of shoot like that. So even if I take armor damage, I actually don't care because I feel like the gas at this point actually does more damage. So I'm just focusing on healing up. So I top off right before the final engagement. He switches over to Magnum, shoots this shot. I'm just using this little brush as cover. And I have dual pistols. They end up throwing the shot here, thinking I'm going this way. I double back, go down over here because I'm moving into this position because I use this tree as cover. Throw shots out. Now I have the speed boost of the skunk snorkel. I knock the armor down. I notice that I have only 6 shots left. And I'm going to switch over to SMG for the finish. And this is just hold left click to win. And that's it. That is the end of the tournament. I ended the tournament with a total of... I ended the tournament with 32 kills. Most kills I got in a round was 6. And my total points was 111. Sky had 88 points and 24 kills. And Cap, J-May also had 24 kills, but only 76 points. And that's it, guys.